mighty dwarf kingdoms, long thought diminished, are resurgent under their high king.
Greetings and salutations, welcome to another Total War Warhammer guide. Today we are looking at brand new DLC units from the what's it called? The King and the Warlord. It's such a forgettable name. So today we're looking at the mainstays of the Dwarf update, which is, we've done, the Lords and the fun stuff like that, but now we're going to get in the meat and potatoes of the Dwarfs. We're going to first look at the Bolt Thrower, a new artillery piece for the Dwarf Empire, and also Bugman's Rangers. Now, I've also brought in a set of Rangers, a unit of Rangers here, just so we can compare the differences. We're going to go through the attributes, the characteristics of each of these units, have a little battle with them, kill some goblins, and talk about how they're used in the battle. So, stick with me. Right. First off, let's look at the brand new artillery piece, because it's not like Dwarfs didn't have enough artillery pieces. They clearly needed more. They were a bit lax on them. So, we've got the Bolt Thrower. And the way you need to think of a Bolt Thrower is a big crossbow. Pretty much, it's as simple as that, really. It's an armor-piercing missiles, and it's anti-large. This is the perfect thing for taking big trolls down and giants and stuff like that. Stuff that you just don't want reaching you. This is what the main goal of this unit is. But it still can be used against rank-and-file troops. A nice sort of kebab shot, getting a few in one go. So, it's got a decent-sized crew, 3,800 hit points, armor 40, leadership 75. We'll skim through these because we don't really care about how good they are in a fight, do we? We want to know how much damage they do. Melee attack 15, 17 defense, weapon strength of 28, 5 of that is armor piercing for your information, 2 charge bonus, and ammunition 22. So we've got 22 shots, which is not too bad at all. The range of 340, which is pretty damn good for a crossbow, basically, and missile damage of 136. Now, this is why you take down those big armored units, is because armor piercing missile damage is 116. Right, that is ridiculous, okay? That is all armor piercing. Pretty damn good. So, they have magic resistance 25%, as all dwarfs do. They're a siege attacker, so they can go after towers and gates and stuff like that. And they can't run because they're carrying a big giant crossbow with them. So, pretty simple, straightforward unit. Next up, we've got Bugman's Rangers. And they're a brand new unit, kind of just slightly different from the Rangers, really. So I brought the Rangers in so we can just sort of compare the difference. So it's the same unit size, 80 in the unit. They've got Vanguard deployment, they're fast for a dwarf, and they stalk. As you can see, they've got 640 more hit points, a little bit better. 14 leadership, which is nice. Melee attack of +5 over the normal ones, and +3 melee defense. So just a little bit better all round. They've got a slightly better charge. The rest of the actual weapon itself is the same. 18 ammunition, 160 range, missile damage 21. They all have the same abilities, but the Rangers have a couple of brilliant ones. So the first thing, basically, what it is, let's be honest here, they're a bunch of alcoholics. These are the drunkards of the dwarf army. They're immune to psychology. Brilliant. They're immune to fear and terror. Fantastic. Fighting undead, don't care. The reason for this is because they're drunk. And they have liquid fortification, which I just think is genius. It's a genius idea. So it's a constant ability on themselves, just this unit alone. It's only disabled if the leadership is wavering. And what it does is that they replenish hit points of this unit as they go along, right? Because they've got their beer jackets on, they're drunk off their heads, and they don't care. But the downside of this is that they get minus 30% accuracy. It's quite a large payoff. So let's go and kill some goblins and talk about how and if we'd use these units. So we'll leave the normal rangers behind. We've got Vanguard deployment, so we might just stick them right up here in a big long line, because the goblins usually start up on there like that, and we'll have just this our buddies just in case. We've got the new legendary hero Belgar. Okay, so are we going to fire it? What's the range of these things? Will it get to that hill? Almost. We'll take it off fire roll so we can see. Wow, that's just awkward. Yeah, you always do it on that hill. Okay, they're coming to get us. Right, so the way you'd use these units, I think if you've played any sort of amount of dwarf games, you know that artillery sits back and shoots shit, right? This is more specific. As I said, with that massive amount of armor piercing, they really need to be going after the big old units of, you know, or the trolls and the giants and stuff like that, because otherwise they're kind of wasted. So it's very particular on the units you're facing whether you want to go for this or not. This is a perfect example. We've got some goblins here charging, and we'll use it. We'll use our spears, our bolt thrower rather, and we know that's going to do some decent damage to it because they're goblins. Everything does damage to goblins. As you can see, it's kebabbing a few people. It's doing some hefty damage, but not enough to be worth it. If you're fighting these mass armies, you don't want to be doing this at all. You don't want to be bringing bolt throwers to a goblin party because they're just not worth it. Right, let's get stuck in with some archers, shall we? So, as with all the other artillery pieces, you know how to use them. Stick at the back, shoot stuff. So, Bugman's Rangers, interesting unit. Now, I don't see the need to use them at all over normal Rangers for most of the time. As you see, they're doing a nice bit of damage now to these goblins. This unit is about to break, so we'll probably just start sticking on. We're going to accept this charge, I think. We've got the second unit of Rangers. Oh, we're being flanked. They look beautiful, by the way. So, the only real time you want to be using these guys is when you're up against the undead. Obviously, fear and terror is an issue, even with the high leadership of dwarves. Fear and terror is an issue. So, sometimes it might be worth taking that accuracy hit just so you can get... Oh, my lord, that was ugly. Is that... And we've got the goblin big bosses getting stuck in. Alright, Belgar. Yeah, you want to fight, do you, mate? Pick on someone your own size. Okay, you're goblins, so everything's your own size. But they're still pretty decent in a fight. They're holding their own, even against this hero here. They're not the highest leadership, so they will eventually go... I'll get told off for flicking around too much, so I will stop moving the camera once Belgar's here. Here he comes to save the day! Right, he's getting stuck in. And he should help with their bonuses, their leadership and everything like that, and he should do fine. My lord is under attack. I think he's alright, it's goblins. So as you can see, like I said, I would only really use these guys against undead. Otherwise, that immune psychology benefit, obviously they've got the healing benefit, but I think to be worth it, you need both benefits to be useful. Immune psychology and the healing. Look at that blood on the shield, looks amazing. And if you're fighting a bunch of goblins, you don't want Bugman's Rangers, because the immune psychology, you know, there's only a couple of units in there that cause fear for the goblins. It's just not worth it. And also the bolt throwers, unless they're going to take a sort of troll heavy army. If you're facing an army of goblins, not worth it at all. Not worth it at all. But two really nice, interesting units. And, you know, dwarves always need more artillery, right? So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed my mini little guide to these fun units. I think it gives a bit more flavour to the dwarf, especially the Bugman's Rangers. Something a bit different, something with a bit of personality. I like it. Let me know if you plan to use these units in the game, especially the Bugman's Rangers. Like, when would you use them and when wouldn't you use them? Let me know in the comments, especially if you're like a veteran player, because that could really help other people that are newer to the game or still figuring it out what they want to do. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please do hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the place, because we've got a crap ton of Total War content even. I've done a little mini review, mini guides like this for every unit in the game, so you can go and check out all those sort of stuff and just enjoy it. So for the final few seconds of this video, should we just watch our hero kill dudes? Yeah, let's watch him. He's having a whale of a time with this Goblin Big Boss, which I did a separate video on, so you can go check that out on the new Night Goblin Big Boss. So, there you go, guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.